Tonight we proudly present to you our Halloween dance Spooky Season Recital. We hope you enjoy our presentations. Sit back and enjoy this spectacular show. Word of warning, hold on to your seats because the ghosts, witches, and skeletons will scare you off your feet. To start off the night, we will begin reading you a short monologue entitled Dancing with a Ghost. The old folks tell this story as if it were the gospel truth. After so many generations, after so many storytellers, myths and facts become all entangled.
One Saturday evening, Manuel left his home to go to a dance. Halfway to Buenas Vidas, he spotted a girl standing in the road. Although he did not know the girl, he stopped and asked if he could do something for her. She answered that she wanted to go to a dance and needed a ride. Manuel told her he was on his way to a fiesta, and she was welcome to come along with him. She accepted gladly and climbed into the pickup.
Manuel was very happy over his unexpected date. She was very pretty, although the old-fashioned dress she was wearing did not do her justice. Her name was Maria, and she told them she was not known around because she was away for 10 years.
They had a great time at the dance. She did not do too well with the new rhythms, like the cumbia, but she was one of the best polka dancers they had ever seen.
After midnight, the musicians stopped playing. Maria sighed, like she wished they would have never stopped. The couples left one by one. The night was cold, and Manuel and Maria walked back to the pickup. He put his coat over her.
She asked to be left at the exact spot where she had been picked up. As Manuel did not see any light around, he wanted to accompany her, thinking she would have had a long walk in the dark. She thanked him for the wonderful evening, but insisted on being left alone. He begged her to keep his coat and promised to come back the following morning.
Manuel was very anxious to see Maria again. He drove back to the same spot and saw a little white house around a quarter of a mile away. He took the little dirt road and stopped in front of the porch. A lady opened the screen door, and Manuel asked if he could see Maria. The lady turned pale. She finally said, Maria? My dear Maria died 10 years ago.
But Senora, this is impossible. I took her to a dance last night. We had a great time. She's an amazing dancer. She was wearing a pink dress.
The lady broke out in tears. My daughter was buried in a pretty pink dress, and she was a very good dancer, especially when they played polkas and corridos. But I'm telling you, she died in an accident 10 years ago.
Manuel insisted. I even loaned her my coat, and I told her I would be back for it today.
Come with me, young man, the lady answered. I know what will convince you. Our family cemetery is over there by the road. You will see where Maria was buried.
They walked in silence to the cemetery. It was true. There was a stone with the inscription, Maria Lozano, 1920 to 1940. R.I.P. And upon the grave, Manuel's coat.
So it turned out that Manuel had danced the whole evening with a pretty ghost. Thank you, and enjoy the show!
Sharp and eyes glowing red. I am the one hiding under everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise.
That Conan and hiding in the trash can. Something's waiting at the pumps and how you scream. It's Halloween. Red and black.
Looks like a green.
Aren't you scared? Well, that's just fine. Say it once, say it twice. Take a chance and roll the dice. Ride with the moon in the dead of night.
Everybody scream! Everybody scream!
In the town of Halloween. I'm the clown with the tearaway face.
Here I am flash, gone without a trace.
I am the who and you call who's there. I am the wind blowing through your hair.
I am the shadow of the moon at night, filling your dreams to the brim with fright.
This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Halloween, 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 Halloween. Halloween, Halloween. Tender lovings everywhere. Life's no fun without a good scare.
That's our job.
But we're not mean in our town of Halloween.
In this town, don't we love it now? Everyone's waiting for the next surprise. Skeleton Jack might catch you in the back and
Scream like a banshee, make you jump out of
your skin. This is Halloween, everybody scream.
Won't you please make way for a very special guy?
Conan Jack is king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the pumpkin king. Now this is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween.
In this town we call home. Everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
Someone's gonna have to break it to the new guy.
First, they cut off your vine.
Yeah. Then they cut off your head.
And pull out your guts.
Then they put you up with a saw.
Or a knife.
Or
Then they put a candle in your knife and light you up.
and leave you on the porch to rot for months.
No way! How do we get out of it?
Everyone quiet! I know, right? Just look as ugly as possible, and they won't pick you.
Quick, be as ugly as possible.
Man, all these pumpkins are too ugly for Halloween.
Yeah, these pumpkins are really ugly.
Even ugly to be jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, let's just go look somewhere else.
Yeah, we did it.
Wait, they'll be perfect for pumpkin pie.
inevitable. Their soap never developed, and the bad place was never real. We call it the mirror room, a middle ground, a purgatory. My job is to scare these poor children, and I don't care. All I want is to be free from this never-ending punishment. 300,000 souls in the last 4 hours of pain, a snake, a chase, kite. But it's already been more than 300,000 in 4 years. I'm enraged, but also so drained.
Oh man, I love this place. These clowns, they're the funniest.
Ha! Chasing kids. I hate that. This isn't a game.
Hey, are you okay?
No! No, I'm not okay. Is chasing us always a punishment? That's what I've been told. Now leave! Please. Oh well, like my papa says, it's what you see.
Well, you could just stop. We could be friends and have fun.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should. My whole deadly afterlife, this is what it's been. You think it's normal for me to be chasing you kids around? When my only family was my friend, is this my friend?
What do you mean, deadly afterlife? My mom told me to wait for her.
You really think a mother would wait this long to pick up their child? You're dead. You hear me? Your mom forgot about you. You're dead. No. Stop.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Barbecue and filet Chiblains, cholera. Better than that, I think. Let's see. Sisters! Perfect! As usual. His punishment shall not be to die. No. But to live forever with his guilt. What? Shut back! Twist the books and bend the... Stop! Itch and come and smell the mystical. Rip him off his leg. Witches! Itch and come and smell the mystical. Give him more and stop! Flesh. Just blood.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize, but I don't think we should. The spooky, scary skeleton shouts startling, shrilly screams. They'll sneak from their sarcophagus and just won't leave you be. Skeletons.
Everything was tranquil until one day, the couple were taking their usual walk and stumbled upon the enchantress's garden.
Look at those screens, darling. They look splendid.
Indeed they do. In fact, they look kind of rare.
Wow. They're
belong to you. Don't mind if I do.
But be careful, don't steal it. I heard a witch lives nearby.
Oh, just take a bit.
No, darling, be careful. These flowers cost more than our lives.
This is the most delicious thing I've ever had. I must have more.
Hey, Daddy, we need to leave. I'll steal some more for you later.
You will?
Yes, I will. For now, we need to leave.
Because of the wife's cravings for the rampion, the husband and the wife decided to go back the following day. They quickly left in a hurry of making too much noise. Because they were too careless, they awoke the enchantress. As the witch saw her garden wrecked, she was more than furious. She was enraged. The next day, she decided to wait to see who her mysterious rampion thief was, and if they decided to show up. And just as she predicted, the thief showed up. So when she saw movement in her garden, she raged out of her cottage.
My garden! My beautiful garden! Look what you thieves did!
These enchantress, spare us.
Oh, give me more, I beg of you. I must have more.
And why should I? You have nothing of value for me to take.
That's not true. There must be something. Oh, no. No. Of course. I'll give you this child in return.
How splendid. I've always wanted a child.
Are you insane?
I just need to have more.
Look, if you don't plan on handing over your child, as soon as it's born, I'll curse you for all eternity.
It's our child. Why would you give her our child?
Look, maybe this will help you decide.
In order for the wife to satisfy her desires, she was willing to do anything, even give away her only child. And she wasn't going to have anyone stand in her way. As her belly grew, so did her cravings for the rampions. She wanted them, and quick.
Oh, my sweet rampions. It won't be long till I have you. Oh, darling.
Yes, dear.
I prepared some tea for you.
Wow, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Looks good. I'll drink some of it. Why do I feel...
After a few weeks, time had come. As the mother's intense craving for the rampion had finally reached its limit, the mother had delivered, and immediately she sprang to the enchantress.
Enchantress! I brought what you asked for.
Perfect. The deal is set. Now, I have no use for you any longer. But here.
Yes! Yes! What? It tastes...
Time passed, now and years later, Rapunzel grew up being devoted to the enchantress.
Rapunzel, oh Rapunzel, my dear. Come here.
Mother? Mother? I missed you. Mother? You seem heavier than the turning pin.
What did you just say? You foolish little girl! How could you? I placed you in this tower for that very reason, so that no one could have you, so I could have you all to myself!
Mother! Have I done something wrong? Is it wrong to find true love?
Get up! Here! No one will follow you! Never will you see anyone!
The next day, the enchantress waited on this so-called prince, still outraged that he had taken Rapunzel away from her.
Can't wait to see my dear Rapunzel. Rapunzel, darling, I'm here.
Yes, Prince, come closer to your demise.
Rapunzel, darling, is that you? Well, I did the test. And guess what? Our love is true. For we have a child in waiting.
You arrogant and naive prince. You really think I would let you live after what you've done to my little Rampion? Well, I guess this kingdom won't have an heir. Artemis! Artemis!
Ah! My eyes! My eyes!
While Rapunzel rots in the dungeon giving birth to the baby heir, never to be seen again, they say you can still hear her sobbing along with the newborn child. And the prince wanders forever blind. The end.
She keeps a Moet Chandon in a pretty cabinet. Anthony cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette. Building a remedy for Khrushchev and Kennedy. At any time of invitation you can decline. Caviar and cigarettes, well versed in etiquette, extraordinarily nice. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine. Dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Anytime. Recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try? To avoid complications, she never kept the same address. In conversation, she spoke just like a baroness. Middleman from China, from time to gauge, she might have been again incidentally that way queen. Perfume came naturally from Paris. Naturally, God, she couldn't care less, fastidious and precise. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine. Dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Drop of a hat, she's as elegant, playful as the pussycat. Momentarily out of action, temporarily out of class. Absolutely drive you wild. She's not to let you. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine. Dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Anytime. Recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try?
handsome. He could play the guitar and sing beautifully. Maria decided that he was the man for her. And to her wishes, she and the ranchero became engaged.
My, Maria, you look so beautiful. Maria, I'll be honored to take your hand in marriage. Maria, will you marry me?
Of course I'll accept your hand in marriage.
Thank you.
And later on, the marriage grew. At first, things were perfect. They had one child, and they seemed to be a happy family together. However, after a few years, the young rancher had to go back to a wild life in the prairies. I mean, he had to get money somehow, right?
I'll see you soon. I promise. It'll be sooner than later. I love you guys.
Maria patiently waited for his return. She waited long and hard for her lover. But as the weeks turned into months, their financial stability was looking tough for them. Maria worked day and night to take care of her only child, but it seemed like things were working out for the married couple.
Welcome home, honey.
Maria, what is this? Why is this a mess? I send money to you to support my son and you. And what do I come home to? A mess? Do you even care about him?
But darling, you know how hard it is to take care of one child by myself. The money went towards food and clothing. I'm trying my best here. I'm sorry, darling.
How? How could you let our son live in this? Please, I asked you to be an amazing wife, and all you do is just have a mess all around the house, and you barely just take care of my son.
Please don't say that. You don't mean it. I do so much for the kids and you. I'll do better for us.
Don't just say it. Do it. I have to go. I'll come back soon. And Maria, please, do better. I need you to keep your dignity, and I need you to keep on doing a good job in raising our child.
To say Maria was sad would be an understatement. She was destroyed. Her so-called husband, whom she hasn't seen in forever, insulted her in the worst way possible.
No matter how much you hurt me, I'll always be you, darling. I love you.
While the ranchero took his leave, Maria decided to do better. Or at least that was what she told herself every night.
I'll be better. I'll do better for us.
One evening, Maria was walking with her child by the river. The ranchero came by for a short visit, but to their surprise, he wasn't alone. A beautiful, rich woman was beside him, wrapped around his arms. He stopped to speak to his child, but he didn't even acknowledge poor Maria.
Hello, son. Meet your new mother.
Congratulations, Father. I'm so happy for you.
I see your mother hasn't changed a single bit. I mean, what are you even wearing? Look at her. Man, I don't even know how I married you.
It's okay, darling. We should leave now before we catch a disease.
I love you, son.
The ranchero soon lived with this woman, and when Maria saw that, she became terribly heartbroken, and she turned against her child. While in her own little world, Maria decided to seek revenge. For what? Because her ex-lover betrayed her.
Aw, Father's woman is so nice and pretty.
You're like your father! A bad liar!
Mother, please, what are you doing? Stop. I beg of you, please. I love you.
This really doesn't that you're your father!
While he disappeared down the river, she came into her senses and realized what she had done. But when she tried to save them, she arrived too late. Her child was gone.
No! No!
The following morning, the people found her dead by the river. In the evening, people heard the sounds of crying. It was not the wind, nor was the wild dogs. It was a woman's crying.
¿Dónde están mis hijas?
Then they saw a woman walking by the river. They called her the Llorona, the weeping woman. In the deepest part of the night, while the fog chilled in the deepest part of the night, while the fog sets the lonely streets of the Mexican town, you can hear the chilling laments of the weeping woman. They say you can hear her cries. You can also hear her screams. Her once smooth and melodic voice that was once full of love, now full of regret and sorrow.
Mi bebé, mi hijo.
She cried for her child, wouldn't you? She was a mother after all. A mother always cries for her children no matter what. Children and pregnant women can hear her today.
Salías
Do you
de
hear
un
that? Do you hear her?
día
Mis bebés.
llorona
Mis
cuando
hijos.
al pasar
Guárdame.
yo te
They say that
vi.
to this day you can still see her spirit roaming down
Salías
next to
de
the
un
street. And if you see her, run.
día llorona
Just
cuando
stay
al
away and
pasar
tunnel. Because if she
yo
catches
te
you,
vi.
well, no one has ever really survived to tell.
¡Ay, mis hijos!
Salí- When I look out my window, many sights to see. When I look in my window, so many different people to be. But it's strange, so strange. It's very strange to me. You got to pick up every stitch. You got to pick up every stitch. You got to pick up every stitch. Oh no, must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. Big dicks are out to make it rich. Oh no, must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch.
It was a rainy day, and Max had just arrived home from school. He saw through the window his sister watching TV. Silently, Max sat next to Nat.
Hey, what are you watching?
Just some cartoons.
Pass me remote control. I don't want to watch that.
No, I was here first.
Didn't ask you. Pass it to me now.
Fine. Then the light went out, and Natasha saw something. A shadow passed. Wait, Nat, did you just see that?
Stop. I'm not going to pass for your stupid joke.
Joke it. I really saw something.
Yeah, right. I don't believe you. Hey, why are you grabbing me?
Max, I'm scared. Max suddenly didn't feel Nat's hand.
Nat.
Max! A cold and mysterious hand grabbed Max by his shoulder.
Nat, is that you? Nat, where are you going? Nat?
His mom heard Max yelling Natasha's name. With confusion, she walked towards Max.
Hey, what are you doing?
Mom, I'm looking for Natasha. She disappeared.
Ay, este niño otra vez. Ahora, mijito, siéntate. Max, we already talked about this. The ghost is not real.
No, Mom, it is real. Natasha saw it.
No, I mean, she is not real.
What do you mean with she?
Well, you know, Natasha.
Why do you say that? I was with her just a few minutes ago.
Mijito, por favor, listen to me. We went to the doctor this weekend. He already talked to you about her.
Why you don't believe me, Mom?
Don't you remember, Max? You viewed her.
Then he started feeling dizzy and saw that his mom started to blur out. Then he saw blood and started waking up. And he noticed that he was in a room with a straight jacket and two men were entering the room screaming his name.
Max!
No, Max.
Max,
No,
take
where
your
are you? No, don't. No, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
When do I hear? What could it be? A bat? The devil waiting for my slumber? Give me justice. So many nights without my sleep. Please, I beg you, leave me to be. Something on my bed. What could it be? Who are you? Why can't you leave me to nap? No more sleeping with the lights on. No more sleeping with the lights on. No more sleeping with the lights on. No more muddle. No more clatter.
Hey, Arthur. Dr. Lee's here to pay you a visit. See how you're doing. And if you've been sleeping the way you should.
No. Leave. I'm doing just fine.
Stop it, Arthur! Let me sleep. I hear you at night screaming. When I'm cleaning and sweeping the floors, you sound like a madman. I'm all worried here. Go on. Let's check up on you. How is that brain of yours?
Arthur, how do you feel? What do you see?
You see that little boy right there? The one waving at me?
It's just you.
Ah! He's right there. If only you could see. Kent, you see him? Please, I'm not a crazy boy. I'm not a jail boy. You will one day see what I see. I'm not the only one seeing the sparrow rising. I'm not the only one. Let my many sleepless nights be not for nothing. My time will come, and you will remember me. Let my presence be a reminder what's about to come. The spirit world is rising. The spirit world is rising. The spirit world is rising.
Oh dear.
Free yourself from the fear that the people have put upon you all, you innocents.
I can't believe this. This is real. I'm in shock, but I feel a sense of comfort by this.
Yes, he's real. I'm not crazy. The spirit world is rising.
The spirit world is rising. The spirit world is rising. The spirit world is rising.
Let's run to